É. Será que é por aqui? Vamos lá. Espada errada.
This is why heroes are called dashing, Renato thought. See? Dashing? Get it? The portal was heavily guarded. It must go someplace they really didn't want him to go.
Já, mano.
What was really fun was hooking yourself onto a moving ship. needed a doctor when you could eat fruit to heal? Death to traitors! Caught the ravens? Close to you.
Truth was, Renata really liked the sound his sword made in the air.
There was a sign. Take the goat across first. Someone had told him the odds didn't change just because you'd had a streak of good luck. His gut told him that was wrong, though. And he always listened to his gut. On the other hand, 128 chances to win. But one of them would destroy the universe. Ooh, that seemed a bit serious. Maybe he could defeat the Emperor without firing the Sky Ripper. Maybe he could bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards, when you had 3 knaves, but you pretended you had a fizbin. That could work. He set up the Sky Ripper and let it warm up. He would bluff if he had to. Zenobia came out, flanked by a very daunting platoon of ravens. You won't actually use that, she said in that annoying, I know everything because I'm a cat and you know nothing because you're just a fox voice she had. Or I know the
Boa
odds.
tarde, amigo.
Good,
Tudo bem?
because there's a real chance you
Tá
could destroy
vontade
the
aí, mano.
universe.
Ah,
No, not the first time I use it. The odds are too low. What? No, I'm sure. The first time, the odds are practically nothing. They only go up if I use it a bunch more times. No, but that's not how odds work. Didn't you pay attention in class? Now surrender, or I'll use it. Just once, he said. Don't. He felt sure the odds were with him. You have to go with his gut. That's what heroes do. Fire, he said. Please? The Sky Ripper fired. With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. It was awesome. Then he noticed there was a hole in the air. A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger, and even larger. Crates fell upwards into it, and the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror, as it poured into the ravenous hole. Ah, 1 in 128. What are the odds? Thought Renato, and then everything fell into the hole and was gone. Okay, that was weird. He could have sworn he just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar. And it was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had all those years fighting the Empire been nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true. He'd learned something. The core was powerful, but dangerous if used improperly. He'd made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato. On the other hand, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Lupino was no game changer, but could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens? The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Renato went ostrich hunting.
Ai, amiguinho. Todo rostinho. Tira, papai.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper.
Que foi,
But
bebê?
ancient
Que
codices held hints
foi?
of other things.
Deita, bebê,
Stone
essa.
that ate swords. A ruby that drank blood. A jewel
Que
only
foi,
a
meu
righteous man
bebê?
could wear.
Bebê.
Were all these things
Papai tá
the
aqui.
Iblis stone? Long
Papai
hidden
tá
in a
aqui,
buried
meu
temple.
negão.
Another
Papai
ancient
tá
item that
aqui.
was only resurfacing now. Drawn up from the
Foi,
deeps by the
bebê.
Emperor's horrific rituals.
Que foi, neném? Que foi? Oi, 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 oi. Que foi? Que foi, meu grandão? Que foi, meu grandão, papai? Que foi? Que foi? Oi, meu bebê. Obviamente contável, velho. Pegou ele? Pegou alguma coisa também?
Quando você essas coisas que eu fiz, cadê o celular?
Carregando. Então. Ai, que bom que a internet tá funcionando, viu? Ai. Nossa,
Geral. Quando foi lá de manhã.
reclamou?
O problema
Não estão aguentando dar o couro, meu filho. Melhorou, não tá caindo mais, ó. Eu tô transmitindo aqui, ó. Maneiro de joguinho que pode transmitir, cara. Isso que é maneiro esse jogo aqui, ó. Todo mundo pode ver jogando.
Bernardo had a lot of crafting materials. Now all he needed was a crafting bench. His trusty old sword was always a little better when he sharpened it. The air here tasted bitter. The steps were too tall for a person. The entire place felt restless, like it had been vexed to nightmare under the dust, waiting for its hour to come around at last. Ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late. Tornado smash. Cool. Wish I could do that. Bye-bye, life, he thought. Hello, emptiness. Here, fishy! Sharp? Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. What else do you need in a sword?
Princípio artificial? É tipo uma opção de ramos, pô. Vai ser bom. Vamos tomar um banho logo. Não pra bobeira, gente. Vamos lá, velho.
He'd once met a pirate captain who used hooks to get around his ship.
Atira.
What was his name again?
Na praia? Banda falida. Banda falida. Alta. Eu não sei, hein?
Ele tá de nada, mamãe. Papai? Você quer que eu quero começar com vovó? Ou não? Vem cá. Vem, meu gatão. Gatão. Meu gatão. Gatão, vovô. Cadê mamãe? Ai, que unha que dói, que tá doido.
How could a temple to Iblis still even exist?
Mamãe é minha mãe.
The transcendent
Que
emperor
isso?
had destroyed all the shrines of the lost gods after exiling them.
Vai
Had
suja
it
pra
been
lá?
buried in that long ago battle? Or had Iblis foreseen his
Ele
fate
vai sem roupa de
and
se arrumar
hidden
então,
it
né?
from his enemy?
O que você vai fazer agora, cara? Quer me dar ele? O que você vai fazer aí? O que tu vai fazer agora? Dá banho nele? Sei lá.
Eu vou vir em casa umas 9h30. Eu tenho que vir em casa.
Que
Eu tenho
trabalheira.
que vir em casa botar comida pros cachorros. Eu tenho que vir em casa mudar o número deles. Só que não deixa eu jogar assim, não.
Pode cair.
He wasn't that good. Yet. Leonardo had learned so much about... Ooh, what was it again?
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders. Oh, this really didn't have much in the way of safety features, did it?
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. I can make you mighty. Who said that? Give me blood. It was the stone, eager, thirsty. Kill the Emperor's daughter. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Leonardo wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. "It's the core," said the stone anxiously.